Welcome back with another deck showcase, and this time we're using a Charlotte deck. So our deck goals here is to disrupt opponent's gameplay via freeze or making them unable to switch, cause switching will cost more than doing or staying on their character. So we freeze them and they will be forced to switch or waste their dice. So that's our goals here. And with that, let's go. Charlotte's skill is kinda low in terms of damage, but the double cryo application, which make Charlotte shines the most. Because after we freeze, we can ensure that we will still have the cryo status by end phase. Also, we're using Meropid here so that we can also stop opponent events card, even though it's only one card per 4 stacks, I think. Yeah, 4 stacks. But still, it's a good disruptive play for opponent's deck. For round 2, we already swirled the cryo, so we can simply switch to Maiden and freeze them. But I think opponent will be able to make Raiden Burst this turn. Yeah, so we cannot stop Raiden Burst, but still we can now switch to Maiden, and since opponent don't have any use on Raiden, they will switch on Nahida or Nevolate, but in this case opponent switched to Nahida, so we will just freeze Nahida. So checking our cards in case we forgot the talent, but we didn't get the talent. But still, since we frozen Nahida, opponent didn't switch. Anyway, we can switch again. I think we can switch again to Charlotte to apply cryo or ramp, but I think ramping here is a good move, so that we can draw cards, get Maiden's talent at the same time. Let's see what Sliben will give us. Oh, so at the same time the artifact can heal us or gain dice depending on what we will use. But if we want to make Maiden last longer, we will use the Ocean Youth on Maiden, healing for 3 and having healing for 2 only. We can also use this food, but I think, let's see. So opponent will switch probably, but I think yeah. So I think we can switch after to Charlotte. But let's see what will the opponent. Okay, so opponent choose to use Nahida, and I will just switch on Charlotte, trying to freeze at the same time apply cryo status during the end phase. By next round, Meropid will now proc or be trigger, but take note that Meropid doesn't stack, so only one Meropid will occur or be trigger every round. So by the following round, since we still have the second copy with 4 stack, we will be able to negate another event card by the following round. See, only the first Meropid was consumed, but the second Meropid did not proc or trigger. Okay. Oh, one thing here, dice cringe, you see, I cannot use those dice. But I think we can work this out by dice fixing. I will use Gilded for 2 Hydro dice. And I will tune, I think I will tune the Vorokasha. Since we already got the Maiden talent, and with this, oh, but Nahida will die. Anyway, so I will just remove the Dendro for the Bloom in case opponent bursts. Because opponent bursts will deal 3 damage and additional 1 for Bloom, but since we remove, oh, see that? Did you see that? So opponent forgot that Meropid is in effect, losing Ito card or dice since Neverlet energy is full. So I think I will just switch now to Charlotte. Or I still have the Gilded to draw. So I think I will draw with Maiden. So I will just do a burst here, freezing Nervulet. But we are left with 3 Dendro and we don't know. Oh, lucky. So we're so lucky that we got Larsong. And Larsong can dice fix via Gilded. And with that we can kill now Nervulet. So killing Nervulet here. Oh, I thought it's 3. So Maiden got nerfed. I forgot. Maybe, I don't know. I thought Maiden's skill was at 3. But anyway. So with that, opponent will have no choice but to switch on Raiden unless opponent want their Neverlet to die. Also, the second copy of Meropid is in effect. So the first event card was negated. As you can see, that's the food just now. And with that, oh, and with that, we can now go for a burst, or we can cure Neverlet. I think skill is better here, so that we will be able to deal damage by end phase, killing Neverlet, losing DPS on opponent's side. But oh, so opponent used fried egg, but I think why? I just curious. So since opponent cost or the switch cost is 2, losing 2 dice, making Nahida unable to cast any skill at the same time. There. So there's nothing we can do about that. And I think this is good game since Raiden output or damage output is kinda low unless opponent has 2 star sign and a burst, but that will only kill Charlotte, and we can still do a lot of damage via Maiden. So let's see what will happen now. Okay, Vorokasha, hoping if we will last until end phase, but I think we can finish the game now. We can use Lyre Song to retrieve the Gilded and do a normal attack, and a burst. So I'm retrieving now, equipping again the Gilded, gaining 2 Hydro dice for a normal attack to use those cringe dice, and tuning the last artifact for Mirror Maiden burst. So with that, all together, let's shout. So GG, that's all. Thanks.